Cities across the U.S. this week are counting their homeless residents, fulfilling a federal government requirement that helps determine how aid money gets parceled out. But counting people who often don't want to be seen isn't an exact science.
It's not going to be particularly difficult to spot a homeless person. If there's any sort of area of doubt as to whether or not the person or family that you see is a homeless individual or family, consult with your team.
Now that you've been trained and understand what to do, we're going to get you out and going so you can do the work. This is the actual tally sheet. So this is where you are marking all the information. This is for individuals, this is for families, and this is for the vehicles. So this is what you are filling out.
We've all had hardships. Some of us have stronger nets to catch us than others, but we must be that net. And we must count everybody on our streets.
Why is a homeless count important?
If we don't understand who's out there and where they are, we can't most effectively serve them. So this is the most important baseline we have. It's an imperfect science. I've been frustrated as a counter some years, like, oh, wait, a tent counts as 1.2 people, but I only saw one or I saw three. But, I think the science is getting better and better, and that helps us know a little bit more accurately.
Over the course of 3 nights, volunteers spent out in cars and on foot to tally people they think are homeless. They also keep count of makeshift shelters, tents, and vehicles where they think people are living.
I think we should go up to Gower, and then once we come down, we could come through here. Yeah, I think this would be a makeshift, and then we did see 2 people, right? They look older to me, like adults, right? 3.
This is Liz Rosales' 4th count. She works for a local youth organization and is getting a master's degree in social work. Even though volunteers are instructed not to ask people if they're homeless, to help keep the volunteers safe, and to be respectful of the people they encounter, interactions are kind of unavoidable. Are people usually curious about what you're doing out here?
Yes. Once they see like a group of people all come out on one night and they kind of want to know like what's going on or what, So I think it's just courtesy to like let them know like, oh yeah, this is what we're doing. And generally everybody's like okay with it. And then once they find out, they're actually like, oh, okay, yeah, that's like good. I'm glad that you guys are doing it.
Yes. One individual, right?
One individual.
So the 3 categories are individuals, adults over 24, young adults 18 to 24, and unaccompanied minors under 18. So I think that gentleman kind of looks like older. Yeah.
Do you guys feel like you're getting everyone in your track? It is difficult to keep track of everyone or to identify people. However, I trust the statisticians and the algorithm that is being used to come up with the ultimate number. The University of Southern California works with LA's Homeless Authority to find that number. USC researchers do direct interviews with the homeless, conducting demographic studies that are used to fill in the gaps in the count.
When we do surveys with, roughly 5,000 people, we'll find, X percentage of those slept in an RV last night, and then we'll ask them about who else was there with you. From that, we get this idea of a multiplier. So for each RV, we know that, let's say, 2.2 people are living in that RV. That's how the information from the point in time count and the demographic survey get merged to come up with those numbers.
Last year, the count found 42,828 people lived on the streets, and another 14,966 people lived in shelters. Overall, a 23% increase from 2016. But a report released in November pointed to difficulties determining who is homeless, and said that while last year's result was close, there is a strong possibility that for years LA underestimated the number. Is LA doing everything that's possible to make sure we have an accurate year-to-year comparison in each homeless count?
I think that it's gotten better and better each year. I don't think it's apples to apples every single year. It's kind of been, maybe we started with lemons, and then we went to grapefruits, and then oranges, and now apple. You can't manage what you don't measure. And if you don't know who's out there, you're just basically spitting in the wind.